Charity shop shopping really helps the environment by keeping items as far away from the tip as possible, delaying their long journey to the great clothes shop in the sky.
We have a huge range of things in our charity shop. It's so sustainable to visit a charity shop and try and give something a second lease of life. There's a lot of clothes that have more life in them than one person wants to keep it for. And we can go through them and we can find that new owner for that nice lovely jumper, that brilliant fuchsia pink coat, anything.
Sustainability definitely factors into charity shop shopping. I think it's what we need to be doing these days, is shopping and reusing and making sure that things get mended so that they can be used again, because ultimately we're going to be taken over by landfill if we don't watch out.
I'm always amazed at how much people would put in landfill, which actually customers will buy at a reasonable price. And I think people just don't realise that just because maybe you've grown out of something and it doesn't fit, it's still great value and it's great for someone else.
We divert 55,000 kilos of textiles from landfill. Not only do we sell pre-loved fashion, we also sell a variety of other pre-loved products, from homewares to furniture. Some of these items of furniture come to us and they need a little bit of tinkering, and we will do that to make sure that we can give them a second lease of life.
It is surprising that you divert so much, but it is also really, really good to know that, because that makes a really big difference to why I'm doing the shopping, and to know that you actually do that is really good.
Things that were made 20, 30 more years ago have tremendous quality, superb craftsmanship, not like everyday things that we buy off the peg. And it's just a very joyous experience to be able to wear something that somebody's loved, it's been pre-loved, and you're giving it a new life.
So with the rag process, when we're going through the clothes, there's just some things that they've just been loved too much, you can't resell them. So they get sent to a rag trade company who then recycle them on. So they still get to be used, then it's not completely wasted and it's not going into landfill.
Volunteering with St Wilfrid's has really made me think very differently about the way I shop, what I do with my clothes, how long I keep them, and what I do with them afterwards. Nothing now gets thrown away, and it tends to get replaced with things from here. Definitely made me think a lot deeper about the life cycle of the clothes that I have.
You think of the environmental impact of taking in a shirt through our door here, you compare the impact of those actions on the environment to making a brand new shirt, transporting it halfway across the world. The impact on the environment of that is massive. And knowing that there's an awful lot of great quality items out there in the third sector. So why not get out there and find it?